I am from Zoho. It's a cloud-based software company that um, does a lot of interesting things that I'm going to talk to you about today. So we are 20 years old. Just last week was when our 20th anniversary happened. We have 30 plus applications on the cloud. We are a SaaS company, software as a service. 18 million plus users use our software every day. 3,700 employees on last count. We are completely bootstrapped and profitable. We didn't take any VC money. A little more about it later. And we have presence in many countries around the world. Broadly speaking, our product service can be divided into three major categories. They are the front office, where we have marketing tools, sales tools, and support, technical support tools. And the back office, where people management, recruitment, as well as an intranet of people management tools, finance, and all the associated products like bookkeeping and subscription management and so on, and the IT and assets products, where you manage all the other non-human IT assets that a company typically has. And the workplace, where the real collaboration and interaction with the other employees, where reviewing and document sharing happens. The most important part of Zoho's offering is that it's all networked and deeply integrated. Every product understands and acknowledges the presence of other Zoho products that you are subscribed to, and you can easily share, and there is an intelligence built in. The collaboration is in its DNA. We are from Chennai, that's our technology headquarters, though we have presence around the world. So we call ourselves a proud company born in India. It's made in India, but the products are made for the world. This is how we grew, quite organically, just as and when we felt the need for increasing our product portfolio was when we recruited people. We were born in '96. Just 2 minutes looking back at how we have grown over these 20 years. So we took this decision long ago that we will not do software projects delivery service like so many of the Indian IT companies that started out. So we wouldn't do what Wipro or TCS or Cognizant or Infosys did. We wouldn't, like Srijan said, we wouldn't sell ourselves so cheap, sell our workforce labor so cheap, be the water for the coke that they were manufacturing. So we said we will do products out of India. That's how we started actually. We started building products for managing hardware in a telecom environment. So there are routers and switches everywhere. Telcos wanted to manage them. We said we'll build products for you that your own software guys can write on top of and manage it. So our first customers were telcos and OEMs, we call them, original equipment manufacturers. So software engineers inside OEM companies who wanted to manage their hardware. That was how we started. The bubble burst and we had to actually diversify to survive, and the target market became IT departments. We said we'll build software out of the box. So you want to manage the printer, whether there's paper out, whether there's a jam, whether there's a power outage in one of your entry door systems. So we will help you help you with products out of the box. You don't need to have technical guys. You just can manage it. That's how we did a turnaround. The third thing was when every company became our business. So everybody, humans who run companies, will need software from Zoho. That was the third turnaround. So Java was our selling point the first time. Along the way, we diversified to survive. That's when we called the product called Manage Engine was born. And now at 2005, when the cloud became the buzzword, we started building software for all small, medium, and large enterprises around the world. So 5,000 users, high tickets of each sale. 500,000 users, the cost per ticket came down, but we started selling more. And now at Zoho, we have 18 million plus users, aiming for much more. And it's a value proposition that we are offering, easy to subscribe and get on to. Before I start talking, actually, just tap that, just tap. Audio? and still get it. What's happening is this guy says, and I've been looking for you for the past 15 years. I've been training myself how to shoot you with my left hand. Okay, the point he's making is when you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk. So I was kind of afraid when given this topic about how did you guys fight against the giants, not just survive but thrive. Okay, so I'm kind of tense. I'm not here to tell you how we are winning this war because we have to be fighting every day, not talking about our fight. But still I have 4 P's to offer you. Those 4 P's are products, people, processes, and philosophy that we use. I kind of digested what we have been doing over these years and digested them to these 4 P's. And we're going to look at how these 4 P's have helped us to survive this constant assault from these big giants in the software world. Starting with products. 4,440 patents exist for this mousetrap. There are mousetraps with very strange contraptions. There are humane mousetraps. There are electronically operated mousetraps and so on. This is a very old invention. So when somebody has already created a mousetrap, what's the business for it though? But then how do you explain 4,440 mousetrap patents out there? So that is a key learning point for us. So we say it's not necessary to always come up with a new product. We can continue to adapt and reinvent and refine an existing thought. So we say go out and try to make something interesting. Over time we have realized we cannot pursue greatness. We cannot set that as a goal and we want to be a great company. Facebook wasn't born like that. Google wasn't, we want to be the greatest advertising giant in the world. That's not how it started. They wanted to organize the world's information. Facebook, that guy wanted to actually send a friendly message to that cute girl out there. That's how it was born. So we wanted to just start with something interesting, build an interesting product. In fact, human hair, peacock's tail, shark teeth, cedar, amber, tungsten, bamboo, ostrich feather. What's common among all these? They were all tried by Edison for that lamp there. What can be used as the filament? Everything else failed. 10,000 such experiments failed, but one succeeded. And that was what? That was tungsten. So basically, if you're willing to fail interestingly, you tend to succeed. So that is the lesson we internalized when we started building our products. In fact, we have been reading this book. This is written by a computer scientist and an engineer in a college, where he has been doing research about how interestingness leads to greatness. Greatness cannot be planned or pursued. It's an interesting book. Just take down the name and chase it if you want. We don't have time. I'll share with you 3 important, interesting products we have built among the many. So this product is called Sales IQ. Here we actually offer you a solution. If you have a website, you just add these few lines of code to that website, and it becomes a constantly monitored, visitor-aware website. So those 3 concentric circles of people who have been spending very little time on your site, people who are spending more time on your site, people who are repeat visitors to your site, you can tap on them, chat with them, send a mail. We call that the Sales IQ product. Unique, interesting. Will it succeed? I don't know. We built a mobile app for email, which just didn't get you all the email all the time. Every email app out there shows you all the email. And then whenever you open the app, it fetches 222 more emails. This app was the Google approach to email. So it just comes up with, hey, what kind of email are you looking for? 100 emails since the past 24 hours from the CEO with an attachment? I'll get you only that mail. We call it Inbox Insight. Will it succeed? I don't know. Is it interesting? Yes. Take a look at this. This is Showtime. Showtime is an audience engagement product for presentations. Any presentation you're making, you just add this add-on to that product, and it enables all the attendees in the particular geography, in that location, and even outside, to connect with your presentation like a particular slide, add a question, ask a question to the presenter without interrupting him from your mobile phone. That's another interesting approach. This is email. We have reinvented email and added a social network layer to it. You can share a draft for an email before sending it to the important contact. You can share a draft with a friend. Once an important mail comes in, you can share that mail with a couple of others and ask for their opinion to respond. Things like that. So we have been building a social networking layer on top of email. We call it streams. So among those 4,400 patents, there are patents like these. Okay? The mouse comes, pulls a card, pulls the trigger, shoots, and dies. So not every interesting idea succeeds, but interestingness is baked in. So what do we say? We say the success of a set of tools is dependent on how well they work, yeah, but also on how well they work together. So each of these interesting ideas that we come up with, we pass it through this test. Hey, does it play well with the others that we already have? That is an important test. Secondly, we consume Zoho every day. Every one of our products are used by every one of our employees every day. So automatically, two things happen. If the product isn't doing well, even before it comes out to the world, it's kind of filtered out. It dies in the race of evolution. Secondly, as the product becomes better, our company feeds off it, and it starts reflecting in the way our company itself behaves. Because we shape our tools, we think, but actually our tools shape us. So, first key point, interesting products. That's helped us fight against these so-called giants. Not successful products. Move on to people. So we don't care for stellar academic credentials. It's a great, proud thing to say. But actually it comes from, we couldn't get those stellar potentials from colleges because those giants would go on day one, recruit them off. So we kind of bootstrapped and invented ways to somehow get the underserved or people in whose lives we can make a difference. Right? For an IITian or an IIM graduate, Zoho is yet another company that he can feed off. But for those so many hundreds of other colleges, and for those kids who don't even make to those colleges, if we can identify potential, nurture those talents, and build them into our teams, we can actually make a difference in their lives. And that's what we focused on. In fact, we even ran kind of survey in our company. How useful was college education for what you're doing right now? You did some course somewhere. How useful and relevant was it for what you're doing right now at work? We got some very strange numbers. So we said, some of them said, yeah, it was really useful. Some of them said, yeah, but I tooled around. But so many of them said, I wasted time. I wasted my parents' money. So that's when we created something called Zoho University. After class 12, we give them an alternative, a meaningful alternative to college education. We say, come, join us. Take this 1.5-year course. We train you purely in mathematics, English, and programming only, and take you in. So that's worked out well for us. And once they join, we organize them into small teams, pack of wolves instead of a single lion. Agile, capable of swiftly turning direction, not an oil tanker, but a race boat. So and they work well with each other, and that gives them an opportunity to display their individuality. That's a unique requirement in our teams here. And we don't do micromanagement. We don't have managers who manage people, who manage people, who manage people who do the work. We have even this this thumb rule. We don't want to recruit smart people to manage other smart people because we feel one of them is unnecessary. So that's another thumb rule we follow. And we look at all manager cadre to be Vigna Vinayakas. Right? They actually are obstacle removers. They are not babysitters. Oh, you're feeling bad there, you're having trouble with that? Cool, I'll fix that. But we're not going to babysit you and take you along with us. So bootstrap yourself, be contributing, be a actor rather than a manager. Again, how do we handle these giants? We have unique people policies. and how we approach the human resource. Processes, the third P. So we have this simple thumb rule. Yeah, it's actually a thumb rule. We say, give positive feedback in public, private feedback, criticism. So if you want to criticize somebody, do it in private. Seems like a very simple rule, but so often in too many companies, this is broken. So we give positive feedback in public, but all criticism in private. Thirdly, both of these happen then and there without waiting for that 6-month or 1-year annual appraisal time. So if you have something small, this is a typical malaise of most companies who are large, who are more than 10, 15 people strong. So 100 small irritations contribute. None of them are large enough to actually call him over to a meeting and address it. But when the time of appraisal comes, these 100 add up and shocks await either the manager or the subordinate. So we say, if you have something negative to say, get it done then and there. Don't wait for the appraisal time. So, and our appraisal is not based on bell curves. We hate that curve. We don't grade people with respect to each other. We don't say, it's all of you will fall in one exceptional or extremely bad or a middle curve. So we don't do that. That's a crucial thing. We encourage disagreement. Go ahead, fight it out. Have strong convictions about what you want to build. But hold it loosely. Do not bring ego into it. Disagree, have strong convictions, fight it out. Fight for instead of fight over. That's a key difference. Fight for something instead of fighting over something. In fact, I asked my friends about what kind of processes that you really liked about the company, and they just rammed things in. So creative freedom, team change, appraisal, flexi times, no micromanagement, openness to ideas, organization structure is flat, hiring you have unique concepts, dress code, exit process is special, free food. So these were all processes they liked in our company. So simple processes that don't become more and more complicated as the company grows, again, has helped us against these large companies. The last philosophy, which is actually a roundup of what I have been telling you till now. We didn't take VC money. We said that's the path to evil. That's the path to surrendering your core principles and philosophies. No, everything that we built was from money that we earned and put it back into the company because we saved it from splurging on large steel and glass buildings and huge campuses in the center of the city, and so on. Success, do not chase it. Do not chase success. They say happiness and success is like a butterfly. You chase the butterfly, you can't catch it. But focus on your thing. Calm your mind. Sit down. It will come and just alight on your shoulder, they say. It's a Zen quote. So we internalize this very deeply. And we understand very clearly that each person is individual. Each person cannot be compared with the other people because they're like this. What is the point telling who can climb the tree fastest, he'll be the best? Obviously, only one person is going to win there, that monkey. Right? So human potential, we give the utmost importance and understand that each person does work differently and acknowledge it. Wabi-sabi is a Japanese phrase which means the appreciation of beauty in the imperfection of things, in the impermanence of things, and the incompleteness of things. We never understand a product is complete. We know that. We know that every product we release, every version we release has something pending. But like Steve Jobs said, great artists ship. They don't keep polishing more and more and more until the whole world has left them behind and moved on to the next technology or the next feature. So ship it, fail fast, turn around, do more things, do interesting things, keep wowing the audience. That's been our key. So even this, the wooden utensil there is not created like that, but it is celebrated for being incomplete. All our employees know that the money, beyond money, the role, the position, the career, everything is not a goal. It's the journey that they are enjoying. So happiness is actually the path. We're not providing them a path to happiness. We're providing them a path of happiness. With competition, Microsoft used to say, that we will emulate companies, we will take their ideas, we will enhance them, and over time we will exterminate them. It's done that too many times to even keep count. What did we do? We say we will refine ideas, we will borrow. Great creators have borrowed. And what they have done is they have added their own ideas to it. They have reimagined ideas. And then we reinvent. That's what we did with Inbox Insight. That's what we did with email. That's what we did very recently with Writer tool. Zoho Writer we call it. It's a word processing software. Again, the fourth P is consistent philosophy. Over time, 20 years, these have been ideas we have held very close to our heart. Every employee synchronizes and resonates with these. So that's Zoho. Products, interesting products. People, unique people. Processes, very simple processes. And philosophy that's been very consistent. But to finish my talk, let's understand that we are not afraid of giants. Okay, Google and Microsoft and so many other large companies that we don't even need to name here, we're not actually afraid of them. We're afraid of those small mice, those little companies that are coming up. Those small, very deeply focused, extremely hardcore companies with single product vision, who are there for the long run, the marathon. We're not afraid of them. We welcome them into the competition. But that's what keeps us awake and keeps us thinking all the old thoughts that we used to think with taking up against those giants. Thank you.